Hello and welcome back. In this specific video, I'm going to show you the must-have content pages to convert fence sitters. And fence sitters are basically people who have come to your website and they're interested, but they don't necessarily know if they want your product or not. So they have some sort of skepticism in their mind, so they need you to convince them that you are the right company to go with. So quick overview here. What I'm going to do is first, we're going to talk about the pages itself. And then second, I'm going to show you how to add the pages to your navigation menus at the very top of your website. So first of all, the content basically, and second of all, step-by-step over-the-shoulder videos on how to do that. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So you've got to remove skepticism. People are going to be skeptical, and in this day and age and this economy and so forth, skepticism is on the rise. So you have to stand out from your competitors. So you want to make sure that you have the right content to gain their trust. So in other words, stand out from your competition by showing people that you care about them and you want to get on a personal level. You need at least 5 of these categories of content pages that I'm about to talk about. So let's go through them now. The About Us page. Basically, this page shows people who you are. It gives them a better view of who you are and who you are on a more personal level. So what I recommend that you do is to add funny or interesting facts about you and your employees. Doesn't need to get too personal on a level, but personal enough that it makes it funny and interesting. You can add your Facebook or other social media links here, because if people can relate to you in some sort of way, they will feel closer to you. And if they feel closer to you, then they will buy from you. The second type of page is services and galleries. Now this can go hand in hand. This could be 2 separate different categories of pages, or it could be similar. Services, basically you need to think about how many services you provide, or at least what are the top 10 services that you provide. And this is more of a category than a page and includes several pages. Each of the pages that includes the service should have detail about the service that you provide, problems people face, and basically want to relate to people's problems and how you can help them resolve them. Or how can your product resolve them? How can your service resolve them? And this relates to products as well. It doesn't need to be specifically services. It can be services or products. Now, in terms of a gallery, this is a plus when you can include pictures or some sort of video gallery. Use this area to write good content to rank high on search engines, which can attract more customers. So you want the services to have good content, because if you can include the service, include problems people face and relate to them, then they'll feel like, okay, I see that you understand my problems and you actually want to help resolve them. And then the gallery just acts as a backup proof to prove to people that you actually provide the service and that you have video or picture galleries of your actual work. Tips and advice is very, very important, and you'll see this theme throughout the whole video series. Tips and advice that is helpful to your customers gains trust by showing people that you actually care. So you can have 5 or 6 or 7 or even up to 10 different pages that talk about, let's say, top 5 ways to prevent this, or top 5 ways to save money or save time, and so forth. The law of reciprocation is heavy here if you over deliver. So if you help people by giving them advice, even advice that they would normally pay for, let's say for example accounting or CPA, if you give people advice that they would normally pay a CPA for, then guess what? They will feel like they save money, and the law of reciprocation will be heavy there, and they'll actually want to use your services. So that's why I say tips and advice is very important. You can use banner ads and or other links to redirect people to this page or pages. So like I talked about earlier about giving people paid advice, besides the free advice, if you can give people paid advice in the form of a video or a free report, then that will actually help convert people. Because imagine this, if you can sit in front of a video, and it doesn't have to be fancy at all, and you are talking directly to your customer and giving them paid advice that they would normally pay for, then that not only do they see you face to face, the next time that they pick up the phone, maybe they're calling you, and the fact that they saw you on the video, they will feel like they already know you, and they'll actually want to buy from you. Testimonials is another very powerful page. Some prospects will still be skeptical and want to know how your previous customers have thought about your services and products. So social proof is very, very important. One way to go about doing this is to try to figure out the top 5 objections that people have in relation to your products or your services. If you can figure out the top 5 objections, and then you can find 5 happy customers who can give you these testimonials that solve these objections, then you have yourself a very powerful site that can pretty much convert most of the skeptical buyers. Now, obviously, buyers will think, okay, maybe this person is not real. So they need to be genuine and real, and you don't want to violate FTC laws or to be dishonest. And testimonials in the form of videos, audios, and so forth can also be very powerful as well. So contact us pages are also very important because you want to show people that you are easily accessible and available if they need to reach you. A lot of times people go to a website, and if they can't find your information, then except for maybe your phone, and if they called your phone but you haven't responded within 24 hours, then you need to make sure that you include a phone, email, and help desk or some sort of contact information that you frequently use. And this helps people trust you and shows that you're not trying to hide from them, but you're showing some transparency. So you want to make sure that you get back to the customer after 24 hours or before that, or else you're going to lose them. So now that you know what pages you must have, let me show you how to add these pages to your navigation menus.